Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am here to do my 29-week pregnancy update. It is incredibly hard to believe that today, Wednesday, October 5th, I am 30 weeks pregnant. So we've officially started our countdown. We have 7 weeks to go. My C-section is scheduled for November 23rd, which is the day before Thanksgiving. So to jump right in this week, as far as symptoms, I don't think anything is really new. I think a few things have just intensified. So I definitely feel like I have a lot more weight on the front of me and just in general. And so standing, walking, or sitting for extended periods of time, like longer periods of time, get to be uncomfortable across the board. So that has been something that has been a little bit frustrating. The only time I don't get really uncomfortable is when I'm laying down. But if I lay on one side for too long, then my arms go numb from the weight. So that is kind of a pain. I did buy a belly band this week, which I won't show in my baby buys it for like $12 on Amazon to try, and I was not impressed with it. I think part of the problem with that is that you need like a perfectly round belly for that to work, and I don't have that. So that didn't do much for me. Other than that, I have gone from 1 Tums to probably 3 to make it through the night in a lot of days, so that's been frustrating, but you know, at least Tums takes care of it, so it does go away, which is fine. And then other than that, nothing really different has been happening. I just feel more drained. I'm more tired, and just making it through the day sometimes tends to be a little bit harder, but it hasn't been anything that's been unbearable, so nothing really extravagant there as far as the symptoms go. Highlights for the week, I actually have a few, so this will probably be the longest section of the video today. As far as baby related highlights, we did have a doctor's appointment on Monday. Baby's heartbeat was great, right at 140. I've gained 17 pounds so far this pregnancy. I did gain a little bit since my doctor told me she didn't want to, and that actually transitions into why was the next highlight of the week. And by highlight, this one was not a good one, but we have, as you guys have seen in the other videos, we have 3 pugs, and if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know about this. But one of our pugs had what our vet thought was an eye infection. So earlier in the month, September, like mid-September, we took her to the vet, and they thought it was an eye infection, gave us some antibiotic and steroid drops for her. Keisha, stop. Gave her some antibiotic and steroid drops, and they weren't helping. So about 2 weeks later, I called the vet, and I'm like, I think we need to see her again. So I was off that Monday. So I took Izzy into the vet, had her take a look, and my vet said, you know, I'm not really a specialist in eyes. She said, I would just feel more comfortable that if this isn't gone by Wednesday, that you call an ophthalmologist here in St. Louis and have them take a closer look at her and just see what's going on. So by Wednesday evening, it wasn't gone. So Thursday morning, we were slow at work, so I called both ophthalmologists here in St. Louis to see if they could fit her in. The first one was on medical leave for like 16 more weeks, so obviously we couldn't get her in there. And then the second one was booked up for like 2 months. So I told them what was going on, that my vet thought it was urgent since it had already been 2 weeks. And they said if it's urgent, you need to go to Mizzou instead of fitting us in. So I called Mizzou. Mizzou has the world's largest vet school and practice there. So they do have a lot of different like buildings, and just like they have experts in everything because that's what they teach there. It's one of the best veterinary schools in the country. I didn't know that. I didn't even know Mizzou had all this because I didn't go there. But anyway, so I call Mizzou, and Mizzou tells me they can only fit me in if my vet specifically calls and talks to the ophthalmologist, tells them what's going on, and tells them that it's urgent. So I get a call back from my vet about an hour later saying, hey, we called Mizzou, they're going to fit you in about 2.5 hours. Well, Mizzou is about 2 hours from my house, and I was at work. So I called Mizzou back, and I said, is it going to be a problem if I'm not there at exactly 1, because I still have to leave from work and go home and get my dog and then come down there. Said it was fine. So anyway, I pack up Izzy, and down to Mizzou we go. Izzy loves the car, Izzy loves the vet, Izzy loves everything, so she's just as happy as can be. They start doing some tests and looking into her eye, and had 2 different resident doctors there confirm that the lens over her eye had actually popped out of place. So there was 3 options to start with to treat this. The first option is a mild sedation, where they actually try to reattach the lens by pushing it back into the eye and then constricting the pupil over it. There's also the cheapest option at about $600. The second option is corrective surgery, which only has about a 50% chance of working. Full sedation for that, and it's about $4,000. And then the third option was to completely remove her eye, assuming that we couldn't fix it. So we went with the first option and had them try to reattach the lens, and it worked, but with some complications. So when Izzy was done, they give me a call and tell me basically that her eye had the lens attached to a part of the iris, and they wanted to keep her overnight. So I go home from Columbia, about 2 hours to get home, and then they call me the next morning and tell me that overnight she had developed severe glaucoma, and the only option left was to remove her eye. So one of my pugs lost her eye this last weekend. She is doing phenomenal though. She has no idea whatsoever that she's lost an eye. Her coordination is great, her balance is great, her perception all seems to be great. She has a cone on, which is driving her insane, but overall she's still very happy. The wound looks like it's healing very, very well, and she goes back a week from tonight to get her stitches out. So I know that was a really long story, but it was really traumatic for both of us, having to deal with that with Izzy, and being so far away from her while she was going through everything made it even worse for me. I don't know if it was the pregnancy hormones or just the fact that, you know, she's my dog and I love her, but it was not fun. But because of that, the eating was not the greatest, because I had to eat what I could eat on a 2-hour drive that I made 4 different times. So there was a lot of back and forth, so that really messed up my eating well. It was what's fast and what can I eat in the car. So we've gotten off of that, and we've been doing a lot better this week. So I don't anticipate that continuing to be an issue. And now that she's home and she's doing great, we're doing even better. So long story short, those were the highlights of the week. So as far as baby buys, I have just a few things I'll show you. None of them are really like for the baby though, but they all kind of pertain. Anyway, this coming Tuesday is my mom's birthday, and I think I've talked in other videos how incredibly excited my mom is to be a grandma. I got her North Face jacket for her birthday present, but I also made her this, and I wanted to show you guys because I just think it is so cute. Let me see if I can just open it up. I made her this shirt that says, "Best Grandma Ever," and it says, I know, I look too young to be a grandma." This is also up in my Etsy shop if you totally love this shirt. But anyway, I thought it was really cute. Purple's her favorite color, and I wanted to give her something she could wear when she comes up to the hospital when McKenna's born, so that she could, you know, just flaunt how incredibly excited she is. So this will go on her birthday present. And then I bought a few things for me. So I have been watching hospital bag videos and just keeping an eye on things people say that they really like and that they had, and things that they didn't. Since I'm having a C-section, I will be in the hospital for 4 days. So that feels like forever to me. Like, that's longer than some of our vacations. So I'm trying to get things that I think will make it more comfortable. This is one that I've seen from other YouTubers, and I actually found this at TJ Maxx for $4. So I figured I would try it. It is an eye mask, but it has the gel beads that you can warm up or that you can cool down. So if I have any headaches or any complications or anything or whatever that, like, I would want this to be hot or cold, I can use this. And it just feels really soft. This back piece here is very, like, furry, but not like heavy fur. So it feels soft, but not like it's going to be overwhelming on my face. So for $4, I figured I'd get this and throw it in my hospital bag. Tonight while I was at Walmart actually picking up something totally unrelated, I've been keeping an eye out for not necessarily like pajamas, but something I can sleep in, because normally I just sleep in a t-shirt or something like that. And I have some longer t-shirts that come down to like mid-thigh knees that I usually sleep in. But I'm going to Sarah's, from Sarah Loves Peter, in just a few weeks. And we will be down there celebrating my YouTube baby shower with her, which I'm really excited about, but also something that I can just lay around in after I have the baby. This is not maternity, but it is silky type material. Not silky, but stretchy, like that spandex. I don't know what this material is called, to be honest. And it's not maternity, but I just bought it in a couple sizes bigger than I would. I figured to sleep in, you know, it'd be nice. And I actually caught it as I was walking out because it was on clearance for $7. So it was on one of the racks when I was walking out with some groceries. So I haven't tried it on yet. I'll probably sleep in it tonight and see if it's any comfortable. But I bought it. I also bought, and I haven't taken these out of the package yet, but on Amazon, I've been living in my maternity leggings lately. And I only have one pair of them, so living in them is not working because that means I'm trying to do laundry more often, and that's not working either. So these are supposed to be like maternity leggings, but what's nice about them is they have, sorry for the interruption. What's nice about them is they have the higher waist, but it's also a fold over waist, so it's not your typical maternity band. So that they're like more like a yoga pant than a leggings. So I'm hoping that these will fit and be comfortable. I'll probably try them on just to make sure tonight. But other than that, not too much has been going on. Here we've been really focused on our dog. My mother-in-law and, another baby, I forgot about this. My mother-in-law and my husband's grandma, who McKenna is named after, bought us our crib mattress, our mattress cover, and that should be here this week. So I probably won't feature that obviously in a baby bag because it's huge. It'll go right behind me in her crib. And when I start to do the full nursery reveal for you, you'll be able to see it there too. So I noticed also, I wanted to make a comment about this, that my video editing software that I use apparently does not seem to be putting the pictures in that I normally put in to the videos. So I apologize, like my last video and the video before were supposed to have different pictures of different items in there, and it's editing the videos and not putting the pictures in. I don't usually watch them after I upload them, so I didn't even catch that, but I will be making sure to try to include some of that for you guys as well. Because of that, I was going to show you, if I can maneuver this correctly with her big glider here behind me, kind of a bump shot, because I meant to do that in my last video, and apparently the picture never loaded. So let me see if I can coordinate this for you here. So this is from the side. From the front you won't really be able to tell much because I'm so close to the camera. And then from the other side. So that is the bump shot for you. So I apologize that my pictures have not been uploading on the videos correctly. So anyway, I'll chat with you guys all soon here in a week and keep you updated on anything fun that happens in the meantime. Until then, bye guys.